Grenada, it's now 28 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and this is where we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It is midweek. It's Wednesday. It is the 5th day of November. Christmas is around the corner, in case you didn't know. Yeah. Nonetheless, it is still a good day to have a good day in a good way. Thanking God for life. Yeah. He's a very big and mighty God. Sometimes we overlook that. Sometimes we tend to think that some of the problems that we face are too big for God. That's a big mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's Wednesday, so Heavenly Father, we are so blessed to have such a loving Father who woke us up to see another beautiful sunrise. There's nobody like you, Lord. Thank you for guiding us, healing us, and protecting us. Thank you for meeting us in our prayer closets, spending precious time with us, and speaking words of wisdom so we can accomplish our assignments for the day. May your love and anointing fill us up and flow out to everyone we encounter today. In the precious name of Jesus, amen, amen, and amen. And also, it's Wednesday. Let's get this. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. Therefore, my heart greatly rejoices, and with my song I will praise him. That's Psalms 28 and verse 7. Thank you, Rev. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just getting some really, really sad news. Getting to understand that brother, it's my brother, you can see that. He was stabbed to death last night. Wow. Well, Miss Annie, I know what it could be like at this time. Do my best to, to be there. Wow. Nonetheless, folks, it's 25 minutes on to 7. Good morning, Yulin, Alexander, Michelle Bernard, Mildred Smith, Yulin Swan, Lauren Salim is with us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Destined to win, overcomer. Have a wonderful day, my dear. The word of the day today, that word today is heinous. Heinous. H-E-I-N-O-U-S. Heinous. Extremely wicked or bad. That's what it means. Heinous. Extremely wicked or bad. Here's how we use that word in a sentence. The criminal was punished for his heinous acts. Now you might wonder, you might be saying, I chose the word because of what I just said. No, the word was chosen already, and then I got the news, So, life. Why? We keep asking that. Why these things happen, but God knows why, Miss Annie, and if Healer family be strong, he knows best. 24 minutes on to 7. Wow. Nonetheless, it is still a good day to have a good day in a good way, and we are going to do just that. Yeah. Sylvina Charles, Yolan Swan, Veronica Sandy, Monica Mayrose Williams, Daddy Godwin, good morning to you and Miss Joan. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Yep. Saying good morning to my dear friend Malisa all the way in Guave. Yeah, Petlin, good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? Early in all the way in the U.S. Good morning, my dear. Hope you're doing fine. Set daily intentions. Choose one thing you can accomplish, you aim to accomplish today, and focus on it. Small wins lead to big progress. Let me repeat this. All right, and that's the motivational tip of the day. Set daily intentions. Choose one thing you aim to accomplish today and focus on it. Small wins lead to big progress. Can you imagine this? Yeah, that's how it rolls, man. Yep. Yeah, Joe and Brathwaite, Batson, good morning to you also. You know what I'm saying, man? Wow. Dance like a winner, man. Despite the pressures and the tumultuous times around me, I smile and I dance like a winner, man. Good morning, Zephyrin McLeod. My brother, good morning to you and the entire family. 22 minutes on to 7 o'clock.
I will praise you, Lord, for your
I could not believe that in this day and age we still have this, this gang violence thing, and people still cannot reason things out. You know, you're in an argument, a disagreement, or someone might have wronged you in some kind of way, but you take a life, man. The fittest thing you see to do is to grab a weapon and the devil is really roaming the face of the earth. Good morning to you, Doc and Candy and Jesiah and the little baby all the way in Winnipeg. Yeah, good morning, Miss Verna out there in Hope. How you doing, my dear? You and the family? My friends in Mount Nesbitt, good morning to you, my dear lady. Hope you all are doing well, all the wonderful ladies up there. Senior citizens, hardworking, community-oriented people. Yeah. All those of you who are traveling today, I wish you Godspeed. Go with God. Folks, you know, we really gotta pray for what's happening in the region. It's something that we really need our prayers. It really needs our prayers, because I am smelling escalation, and it's not good. It's not a good smell. We've got to pray for our leaders, regional leaders, and pray for peace. We've got to maintain this peace, man. Buzzing this morning, OECS warns of military activity in Southern Caribbean. Don't forget, there will be that tsunami drill at the Maurice Bishop International Airport today from 9 to 10:30 a.m. That's 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. In the region, Haiti mourns 30 dead from Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, George W. Bush leads the tributes for former Vice President Dick Cheney. And in sports, West Indies high performance camp continues in Antigua. And guess what? West Indies senior men's cricket team, well, they take on New Zealand today in the first of 5 T20 internationals. So we look forward to them. Okay, folks, don't set yourself up, right? New Zealand is not like Bangladesh, not reducing the merits of Bangladesh cricket team, but New Zealand is a different Sankey. You understand what I'm saying? So I am just being optimistic, but measured optimism. You understand? I'm not going to leave my food or forget to take my meds because West Indies playing New Zealand today and they just beat Bangladesh. No. I wish them all the best. I hope they'll represent us proudly. I hope the guys, start developing the mental fortitude and the intestinal gumption to, steer the tough times in the match, But I'm not going to be waiting with bated breath. You understand what I'm saying? To all the senior citizens of the nation, I say good morning, good morning, good morning to all the politicians. Very obvious yesterday in the sitting of the House of Representatives, the opposition opted to stay out and they're not going to attend the Senate as a means of protest. Listen. This is a time when we need to really come together and see Grenada first, please. Politicians, please see Grenada, see the people first, and leave ego and all this kind of, rigmaroles aside. I don't know if you all recognizing that, the time is really upon us, eh? Yeah. Nonetheless, folks, it's 17 minutes onto the 7 o'clock hour. Still reminding you that it is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. This morning we have a Risers Money Wise program. Yeah. Michelle Daniel. Mary E. Banks, good morning. Good morning to the folks at Otway Bailey's Funeral Home, Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Good morning. And I'm not talking about those in the cold room. I'm talking to the actual employees, all right? Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
The big news?
What news?
Girl, the news!
No, I don't hear no news.
Girl, our school participating in the GBN carol singing competition.
For real?
For real.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Me too!
He gave me beauty for ashes, turned my life around. He broke my chains and now I dance on solid ground. For all he's done to save me, I will raise my voice. I've got Jesus, so I've got joy.
St. George's Seventh-day Adventist Primary School will be participating in the GBN Carol Singing Competition. Come on out and be a part as we support our boys and girls.
Grenada, get ready! GBN and the Ministry of Education presents Christmas Harmonies 1.0. The inaugural primary school choir singing competition, December 5th, 1 p.m. The Grenada Trade Center. 15 schools, magical voices, and fierce competition. Cheer for your favorites in categories like Overall Champion, Most Creative, Best Solo, and Best Group. Entrance, adults $10, children $5. Don't miss the holiday magic. Christmas Harmonies 1.0, where Grenada's brightest and youngest voices shine. Be there.
Mount Morris Community Development Organization invites you to our West Indian breakfast
on Sunday, November 2nd from 6 a.m. until 11 a.m.
at the Mount Morris Community Center grounds.
Come enjoy local breakfast delicacies, all made by the residents of Mount Morris. Breakfast is only $25. Also available are pastries and a solid bar.
Live band music from the Octane Band
and DJ Slick.
At this breakfast, we feature the judging of the Guy Fawkes effigies. These effigies will be burnt on Guy Fawkes Day, Wednesday, November 5th at 7 p.m. Kumki, Asham, and a solid bar awaits you.
Sponsors:
Black Squatch Rum,
Hubbard's,
Friend Graphics,
Power 95 FM,
PartyGrenada.com,
and Dynamic Realty.
You don't want to miss this breakfast.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Wednesday, 5th November 2025. Coming up in the news, OECS warns of military activity in southern Caribbean. Tsunami drill at Morris Bishop International Airport from 9:30 to 10:30 from 9 to 10:30 a.m. today. In the region, Haiti mourns 30 dead from Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, George W. Bush leads tributes for Dick Cheney. And in sports, West Indies high performance camp continues in Antigua, and just got the information from a dear loving friend that West Indies has actually won the first of the T20 series against New Zealand by some 7 runs. Folks, the details to these and more after these messages.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Southern Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Grenada, get ready! GBN and the Ministry of Education presents Christmas Harmonies 1.0. The inaugural primary school choir singing competition, December 5th, 1 p.m. The Grenada Trade Center. 15 schools, magical voices, and fierce competition. Cheer for your favorites in categories like Overall Champion, Most Creative, Best Solo, and Best Group. Entrance, adults $10, children $5. Don't miss the holiday magic. Christmas Harmonies 1.0, where Grenada's brightest and youngest voices shine. Be there.
A good Wednesday morning, everyone. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States has raised concern over reports of increased military operations by external powers in the Southern Caribbean Sea. The OECS, which includes Grenada, says the destruction of vessels allegedly linked to drug trafficking without verification breaches international law. The grouping warns that such actions could heighten regional tensions and threaten the Caribbean's status as a zone of peace. The OECS is urging all partners to consult regional governments before taking steps that could affect the region's security balance. The Grenada Airports Authority is advising the public that a tsunami drill is taking place today at the Maurice Bishop International Airport from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. The exercise is part of activities marking World Tsunami Awareness Day and aims to strengthen emergency preparedness. The authority says the airport remains open and flights will not be affected. Any emergency activity seen during that time is part of the planned drill. The GAA thanks the traveling public and surrounding communities for their cooperation. Dental Health Week 2025 is now underway under the theme Good Teeth, Good Health at All Ages. The Ministry of Health's Dental Department, led by Chief Dental Surgeon Dr. Festina Hamlet, is offering free oral health screenings for residents and staff at elderly homes across the country. The week was officially opened by Health Minister Philip Telesford during a ceremony at the Hilarion Home in St. Patrick, where he also presented a gift basket of toiletries and oral care products to the home. The initiative highlights the ministry's commitment to promoting wellness and dignity at every age. And finally, poultry farmers in Carriacou and Petite Martinique are invited to attend an important poultry farmers training taking place today, Wednesday, November 5th, at the Carriacou Farmers Building from 9 a.m. The session aims to help farmers boost production, management, and profitability in broiler and layer operations. Topics include record keeping, cost of production, brooding management, feeding, light management, and climate change impacts on poultry farming. Facilitators include livestock specialist Nugent Bernard, Olivia Ned Alexander, and Michael Church Jr. Farmers are encouraged to take part in this valuable training opportunity. And that concludes the first segment of news, the local segment. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. As we turn our attention to news from around the region, communities in Jamaica affected by Hurricane Melissa are receiving assistance from the Royal Navy's HMS Trent. The vessel arrived in Falmouth with specialist personnel and equipment. The vessel's 75-member crew, including engineers, will help assess infrastructure damage and carry out emergency repairs in coordination with Jamaican authorities. The UK has also provided a wider relief package, including over 3,000 shelter kits, 1,500 solar-powered lanterns, and £7.5 million in emergency funding to support recovery efforts. HMS Trent remains part of the Royal Navy's Caribbean hurricane season response, combining disaster relief with counter-drug operations and support for British overseas territories. Into its second day, Haiti's 3 days of national mourning continues in honor of those who lost their lives during Hurricane Melissa. At least 30 people have been confirmed dead, more than 20 injured, and around 20 others remain missing following the powerful hurricane. The government declared November 3rd to 5th as days of mourning through an official decree published in Le Moniteur, Haiti's official gazette. Prime Minister Alex Didier Fils-Aimé says the observance is both a gesture of compassion for grieving families and a time for national reflection as search and rescue efforts continue. Turning our attention now to the international field, former U.S. President George W. Bush has led the tributes to former Vice President Dick Cheney, calling him one of the finest public servants. We've got more in this Sky News Australia report.
And US politicians and former politicians have paid tribute to Dick Cheney. White House flags were lowered to half-staff in remembrance of the former Wyoming congressman and Secretary of Defense. The former US President George W. Bush praised his late former Vice President as one of the finest public servants. He said the death of Richard B. Cheney is a loss to the nation and a sorrow to his friends. Laura and I will remember Dick Cheney for the decent, honourable man that he was. History will remember him as among the finest public servants of his generation, a patriot who brought integrity, high intelligence and seriousness of purpose to every position he held. The House Speaker Mike Johnson has offered his condolences as well.
Our condolences, our prayers go out to the Cheney family. Of course, we've had the loss now of former Vice President Dick Cheney. Scripture is very clear. We give honor where honor is due, and someone who gave their life, loved their country, loved serving their country in so many capacities.
And finally, Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney has put forward his first federal budget, which lays out an ambitious plan to transform Canada's economy and deal with the challenge of U.S. tariffs. Billed an investment budget by the government, the fiscal plan increases Canada's deficit to 78 billion Canadian dollars, the second largest in history. The spending is offset by plans to attract 1 trillion Canadian dollars of investment into Canada over the next 5 years, with the federal government arguing more restrained spending would eliminate vital social programs and funding for Canada's future. The budget does outline cuts, however, including slashing the size of the federal workforce by some 10% in the coming years. That's all the news from the region and internationally at this time. We'll have more news during our luncheon and primetime newscast. Stay with us. The sporting segment is straight ahead. Well, good morning, sporting fans, and I'm going to start off with just some news here. And first of the 5 T20 internationals, West Indies won the first by 7 runs, and the scorecard reads: Shai Hope, he scored 53 out of from 39 balls. Rovman Powell 33 from 23, and Roston Chase scoring 28 from 27. Now in the bowling department, Roston Chase led the pack with 3 for 26 of his allotted 4 overs. Jaden Sales 3 for 32 out of his 4, and Akil Hussain 1 for 4. That's 1 wicket for 4 runs in for 1 over. All right, so New Zealand won the toss and they decided to have a bowl. All right, hooray! All right, and now back to the clip, the news now. A Cricket West Indies high performance camp, which started yesterday in Antigua, it runs until November 18th as part of preparations for the December Test series in New Zealand. The camp gathers senior and developing players for technical, tactical, and mental training, including match simulations, strength work, and wellness monitoring, and that's happening at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. Players include Taj Narin Chanderpaul, Tevin Imlach, Anderson Phillip, Johan Lane, Kevlon Anderson, John Campbell, O.J. Shields, Kavem Hodge, and veteran fast bowler Kimar Roach. The camp is designed to get players ready for New Zealand's challenging conditions and future international assignments. And finally, in sports, in UEFA Champions League action, Liverpool edged Real Madrid 1-0 at Anfield. Alejandro McAllister scored the decisive goal in the 61st minute, assisted by Dominic Sobajali. Let me get that name correct. Sobajali. And that happened in the first half. In the second half, rather. The first half ended goalless. Elsewhere, Tottenham picked up a win, highlighted by a wonder goal from Van de Ven. Now, I want to know, how do you expect someone like, in our region to pronounce this name? Zobozlai. Zobozlai. That's it. And that's the sports at this time, folks. We'll have more sports in our later newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside. Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
Forecast. We now join forecaster Vondi Cyrus at the Met Office at the MBIA. Good morning, Vondi.
Good morning to you and to your listeners. Here's the weather for today, Wednesday, 5th November 2025. It is a partly cloudy morning at the MBIA. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure is 1014.4 millibars. That is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 27.1 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 86%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.7 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum temperature was 26.7 degrees Celsius. There was a trace of rainfall recorded at the MBIA over the last 24 hours. Hence, the total for the month remains at 3.7 millimeters. Now let's look at the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. The weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with light morning and nighttime showers. The maximum temperature can be around 32 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides are currently falling, will be low at 9 a.m. and high at 3 p.m. Sunset today 5:40, sunrise tomorrow 6:01. Just a recap of the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with light morning and nighttime showers. From the Met Services, this is Vondi Cyrus. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Vondi. Have yourself a great day likewise. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
No matter.
It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. OECS warns of military activity in Southern Caribbean. A tsunami drill at the MBIA today from 9 to 10:30 a.m. In the region, Haiti mourns 30 dead from Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, George W. Bush leads a tribute for Dick Cheney. And in sports, West Indies won the first T20 International against New Zealand. And of course, West Indies again, the high-performance camp continues in Antigua. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, the 5th day of November, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. Remember, the traffic report should be up next.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Need to open a bank account? There's no time to make the drive to stand in line. Get ready. Opening an account with Republic On Board is easy from anywhere at any time, even while waiting for a food order. So you don't have to skip lunch. Republic On Board. Fast, easy, secure. Visit www.republiconboard.com to open your account today.
Grenada, get ready for a fantastic explosion. It's Pan Invasion, the official handover of steel pans to communities across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. On Saturday, November 8th at 5:30 p.m. at the Tanti Netball Court. Experience the thrill of live steel pan music. Feel the rhythm in every beat at Pan Invasion. Enjoy electrifying performances by top local steel orchestras and special guest artists. Whether you're a die-hard pan lover or just in the mood for some good vibes, this is the event you don't want to miss. So join us at Pan Invasion on Saturday, November 8th, 5:30 p.m. at the Tanti Netball Court. Presented by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansipine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Welcome to Carriacou. Small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
right, folks, it's 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and I'm happy to join my dear friend Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Corporal Paul.
A splendid morning to you and also to your listeners this morning. It's always a pleasure to let persons know what to expect on a morning time as it relates to the traffic. And we do have some live drone footage this morning, and we're definitely going to show persons and tell persons, for those who cannot view this morning, what is happening in those areas, especially around the town of St. George's. So we're going to start in the Grenada area, but before that, most of our towns and all these adjoining roads have a moderate flow of traffic, which is flowing nicely with no obstruction or no unnecessary. We don't have no accidents in those areas at the time. So as we start this morning in the area of Grenada, we already start seeing some movements, and we're seeing here that the area of Grenada have a moderate flow of traffic as we come up to the area of Belmont, and we're seeing some movement as well there. It is consistent, but it is not heavy at this time, so drivers flowing through and through from Grenada's area can do so freely as we continue along that and head on to the Belmont public road and have a look. You're seeing here that it is flowing nicely in those areas. So drivers have that free movement along that area. And we have some clear footage this morning, I must admit, and we're seeing here that the roads are a bit, especially coming from the Grenada area, it's a bit quiet, but we know there's movement as well here. And as we get close to the Belmont public road at Pandy area there, and the traffic is light to moderate. And as we hear work, the Nawata Street project, if you can look closely, has started in that area as well. So persons from 9 in the night to 2 in the morning, that part the road will not be accessible for vehicles coming from the Grenada direction. You will have to take that right onto the Belmont Public Road and make your way onto your destination. So we're seeing here that the Kirani James Boulevard have a moderate flow of traffic, both flowing both directions, but we're seeing that the heavier flow of traffic is heading towards the Grenada direction. As we have a closer look at the area of Reno, it's moderate coming from a lot of the direction, Springs, Paddock direction. We're seeing here that a lot of traffic is flowing in that area, the Allen Frantic roundabout, the Reno Cinema traffic light area. It is one of the areas. So we're seeing here moderate flow of traffic already, which will definitely get heavier as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. The area of Tantin is flowing okay, but we go up to the lane, and Grenada look lovely from the air. The area footage, I just must admit, and again, clear footage. So we take a look up, or we take a stroll up Louters Lane, and that traffic is moderately flowing. No obstruction, as we can see, because are flowing smoothly, and they're getting to their destination. So as we get a closer look to the top of the Louters Lane direction, where we have a look at the local street roundabout area, as we see, continue looking, the mass is flowing smoothly, moderate flow of traffic. Moderate flow of traffic, it is not too heavy, and it's only 14 parts. But as we see here, St. Paul's again continues to be one of the areas where we have that bumper-to-bumper traffic coming towards that roundabout. Local street is flowing okay, because coming up Lucas Street, because coming from the Marassil direction is flowing moderately. But we're seeing here that it's almost close to the Monjolo roundabout, so it is still flowing okay for now, but it is still bumper to bumper as we get closer to the roundabout. We're seeing little minor obstruction coming down the lane where one person has parked, but the traffic is flowing smoothly down the Lucas Street direction. Nice flowing this morning. It is not heavy in most of the areas at the moment. Sanssouci is flowing smoothly as well, as we take a nice look over the GBN area there. And we get down to the Old Fort. It's still flowing nicely as we go down, moderate flow. And as I said again, the footage is just not to show you my footage team have improved on the camera lenses, or they clean them, or we have new equipment altogether, but the footage is very, very, very lovely this morning. And as we look over the town of St. George, we still have a moderate flow. As we head on to Old Fort direction, it's nicely flowing because coming up from also the Cemetery Hill, moderately flowing there. I am seeing we have some parking along the PVC side. So definitely the PVC Old Fort Road normally will be one way on a morning, especially for vehicles coming from the Cemetery Hill direction. So no one will be allowed to access the cemetery from the Lucas Street end. So we just have a nice look over the Queen Spot area. Let's see the traffic coming from the western corridor. And we have an appreciation as to how the western side is doing this morning. The Cemetery Hill nicely flowing, moderately flowing. So we're seeing here the western already have some traffic coming from the western direction as they keep left. They enter the keep left roundabout and make the destination. It is not that heavy, but it is flowing moderately as well. Most of the area traffic is flowing moderately, but we know what happens as the time is climax to the 8 o'clock hour. We would definitely have that increase for persons who have to get to their work for 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, or persons getting to the Grandland. But we're seeing a constant flow coming up from the western side. So pretty soon we'll definitely have a heavier flow coming from most of the areas. And Calivini, we already start seeing a moderate to heavy flow of traffic from early this morning, as much as we're seeing from St. Paul's direction. So we take a head on over to traffic coming out from the Grenada direction. So that is traffic from the Bolio side. We're seeing it is a light to moderate flow of traffic flowing smoothly. I trust that there is no obstruction in any of the roadways higher up, which prevent along that area, because most of the time around that time we would see a moderate flow of traffic, but I'm seeing little to no movement. I'm trying to figure out. So we're seeing some vehicles coming in that direction, so we're seeing that movement here. So it starts to become constant. So maybe we just had a slight stop somewhere where one driver probably stopped somewhere to drop off or so, but it is a light to moderate traffic in that area. As we may try to take a closer look to see what is happening higher up that direction, to see if there is any unnecessary obstruction. However, as we speak about obstruction, we're still working in the areas of Molineux and the areas that is challenged in the morning time with the traffic. And I must say that from time to time on a morning time, the officers are out to ensure that persons do not park. We still have traffic signs, no parking signs, and in the area. And as we stated, that we are in the enforcement era of that stage, and persons who continue to park will be ticketed, clamped, and towed away if we have to make that traffic smooth, freely and smooth flowing. So most of the areas are still moderate flow of traffic, with the exception of vehicles coming from the St. Paul's direction. We see that our traffic gets a little more heavier, and persons traveling in any one of the areas, if you're coming from St. Paul's, please note that you can take traffic diversions. Usually if you're heading to Grandland's direction onto the Springs, therefore public road. If you're heading over to the Grenada side, you can use the Montparnasse Road and any other road that you think is convenient for you at this time, so that you can avoid that bumper-to-bumper traffic coming from the St. Paul's direction. So we saw what's going on in most of the areas around the town of St. George's, and we expect those traffic to build as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. However, in some of the areas, we do have officers deployed to assist, especially in the town of St. George's and certain parts of the Grandlands public road, which we started in that area, which we know that most of these traffic that we're seeing here will head on to the Grandlands public road. So, persons, if you're coming out from either one of the areas, you know what to expect at this time. St. Paul's heavy bumper-to-bumper traffic right up all the way to the Montgomery intersection. Most of the other areas are moderately flowing, but expect to get heavier, especially vehicles coming from the Calivini direction. The accident states, which I didn't mention earlier, for the past 24 hours, we had a total of 13 minor accidents, or 13 accidents, to be precise. 13 accidents, and we continue to see the accident state remain in that area, as we saw over the weekend, where we had a total of 38 accidents. And moving on, yesterday we still was in that zone as well, and 13 it continues to climax in that or remain in that direction over 10, and definitely from the traffic standpoint, we definitely have to do more work to get that accident state to where we want to. We continue to appeal to drivers to drive safely, drive cautiously. We had some precipitation this morning, so be cautious along the road, and remember, let's leave home on time so we can get to work on time. And if you have not left home as yet, please do so that you can avoid the rush and avoid the traffic congestion at this time. And we just want to continue to leave this message with the drivers this morning, especially those who love their cell phone and cannot do without their cell phone, especially if you have to drive this morning. Leave the cell phone home, leave it somewhere that you cannot reach it. Because the question we're about to ask right now, that if you are texting,
then who is driving? Who is driving?
Who's controlling that vehicle?
Yes. Thank you very much, Corporal Paul, for this comprehensive report this morning, and we look forward to another engagement tomorrow, should the good Lord permit. Have a good day now.
You as well, and I'll see you listeners.
All right, folks, that has been the traffic report for this morning. Stay with us. We take a quick break. When we come back, Ariza's MoneyWise program.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Hello? Brenda, girl, you ain't see Robert bringing a whole set of thing there?
Where? Bonje, what happened?
Girl, a solar panel.
Solar panel?
Yes. And what a time too.
But like Robert win a lotto? Oh gosh, Vala, I sure you see me.
Hey, you too fast.
You may be wondering the same thing like Brenda and Val. It's no secret. I took a BFF loan from Co-op Bank. With this affordable financing, I'm able to build in a climate-friendly and energy-efficient way. The more climate resilient I build, the lower my interest rate. I'm building for the future, and my BFF Co-op Bank is helping me do just that.
Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. Pet lovers, we have a wide variety of loving, healthy pets just for you. Hamsters, guinea pigs, fishes, birds, puppies, bird food, and dog food. Visit the Oasis Pet and Garden today. Conveniently located along the Wester Hall Main Road, Wester Hall, St. David's, and Melville Street, St. George's. Now serving you at 2 locations. Visit us today.
Suits you best.
You can sparkle at $20,000, twinkle at $40,000, glitter at $60,000, shimmer at $80,000, or glow at $100,000. Use your Cherry Christmas loan for gifts, travel, family celebrations, or anything that makes your Christmas magical. Whatever your wish, there is a loan to light up your holidays. Apply today, and together we will make it a Cherry Christmas.
Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Welcome on, welcome all. It's MoneyWise with Ariza, and this morning I'm joined by the marketing manager, of course, Miss Raylene Lazarus. She says just call her Raylene, but of course I say Miss Lazarus. Good morning. Good morning, Raylene.
Good morning, Innocent. I think I might have to start referring to you as the King, since we're going to give each other nicknames. Stop
it. Well, okay, Raylene. Okay, Raylene. All right, let's leave it as Raylene. Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
And good morning to GBN Land, everyone online, everyone listening on the radio, everyone on YouTube, social media pages. So pleased to be with you, as always, on this Wednesday morning.
It's always a pleasure. On Monday, we had Josephine, and she was talking about Cherry Christmas.
Cherry.
Yeah,
We're bringing you all the cheer. It's like cheers to you.
Yes. Cherry Christmas.
Cherry Christmas.
And this morning we are going to continue along the Cherry Christmas, but to ensure that it's a cherry and that your Januaries aren't so mourny.
That's right.
We're going to talk about the season's budgeting.
Yes.
And no other person, there's no better person to do that than Raylene. All right. So we're going to start off with that. Why is it so important to have a budget, especially for Christmas? We know we've spoken about budgeting and the importance, but every January, 90 if not 95% of people have a problem because they realize that they overspent.
Yes.
So why is it so important to have a budget for the holiday season?
I mean, as you say, first things first, we're going to say, because everybody says Januaries are so long.
Yeah.
They're no longer any other year, than the coming year. They're always the same length, 31 days. But when we overextend ourselves, it gets a little painful. And it gets a little painful because the holidays are the holidays. People get emotional. They want to express their love. They want to do something extra, you know what I mean? To show how much they care about the people that they care about. And then on top of that, we have all the things like the events and activities that happen. We might have family visiting, or we might be visiting family. And so, like I say, that's emotional pull, that wish to just make that time of year something extraordinary, combined with all the wonderful special things that people have in the shops, and it's put together. The combination is sometimes a little difficult to resist, so people tend to go a little overboard.
But what one would have thought, for example, in my age, I've been here 70-something years. Right?
You wear it well, in a sense.
I should have gotten accustomed to Decembers by now. What new can pop up to have me so excited to overspend?
You'd be surprised. Have you ever met someone who says, "Oh, I love Christmas," or "I'm a Christmas person"?
Yeah, I do.
Or, regardless of the age that you are, there's something that tugs at each of our heartstrings, right? and it could be one particular family member. It doesn't have to be the whole family, you know. You may have a very big family, but there might be one person that you think, nah, I'm gonna go all out and do it for them. The joy comes from their joy,
right?
And that's where you get into trouble. And if you have children, you may not. You yourself as an adult may be okay with Christmas.
I'm not used to gifts anyway.
Right.
Until recently, I'm not used to gifts. So you know, birthdays and so forth.
Right.
The years gone by, I would say, the 18th of September passing. That was my birthday. Because I'm not grown into these things. But for me, Christmas is all about that inner feeling. There's something unique about the atmosphere.
How do you get that inner feeling? What creates that inner feeling for you?
I tend to reminisce on my youthful years.
Right.
As a little boy growing up, you know, around Christmas time was the only time you get to smell the fresh paint and you get to do all the Christmas chores, painting and vanishing the chairs on the floor.
Right.
And that was the only time of the year I get a whole soft drink and piece of cake.
But then there you go, right? So you have special senses that are triggered, and somebody was spending that money for that soft drink and that piece of cake. So which is what I'm saying, you may be spending soft drink, or if you're sitting reminiscing with someone, could be your family, about what your time was like, but just you may want to recreate some of those memories. So then you kind of go, okay, well, while we sitting talking about Christmas, let's get those drinks in and those cakes in, and there comes the spend. Right?
You know, it's I know of a friend that come the first week of January, he would call and say, Innocent, how many months again in January? Not how many weeks, how many months. It means that it's so long.
It gets long for some people. And this is why we say we're at the top of the holiday season for those of us who are true Christmas enthusiasts, right? We've been planning for this all year. We've been waiting for Christmas. So some of us are halfway through our planning, that we're beginning to take down everything in the house. We're already stashing gifts, you know, and beginning to hide them from people because we don't want to wait till the very last minute. You know, there's a plan. There's a plan afoot for some of us. So we're saying this is the month before the month, and we're saying we're fully into the holiday season. So let's get you ready for it.
So having said all that, now what is the first step? The first step to creating a realistic holiday budget. What the first step? What do you do?
Well, we always say, you know, it's important to work within your means. You know what it is you've got and what it is you can spend. And the sooner you know what those means are, like what you have left, after you've done all the important things, then you can say, okay, these are all the people that I have to get gifts for. These are the things I'd like to do in terms of holiday activities. This is how I budget. Now, if you are able to add 10 or 15% more because it's a special time of the year, then do that. So that's what I'm saying. But don't take it from something important. Don't refuse to pay electricity or water or your phone bill. You know, one of these important things. Don't go without food. Don't not pay the children's school fees. You know. But if you are able to add 10 to 15%, because as we say, special occasions need special measures, then do that and give yourself a little grace.
I have a friend that, good morning, Carlo. You know, he says around November, he ends all close friendships. All right, he said we'll renew in January thereabout.
I think he has no close friends. They've cottoned on to him by now, and they know what he's doing. They're not playing that game.
They said November into December, all close friends, no calls, no total detachment, no gifts.
You see, he saves himself some money. That is his budget strategy. Well done, mate.
Now, how can someone handle the unexpected expenses and costs, such as gifts and events, December to remember coming up, and so forth, and also travel?
Yes.
The traveling enthusiast.
Well, I think again that 10 to 15% will really help you, because if you have that little extra in the corner, then when those surprise moments or the ones that you didn't plan for pops out, you have a little cushion that you can lean on. And I think it really just prevents you from, again, doing impulsive credit. So, you might kind of think, oh, well, the easiest way to deal with this is to go off and borrow, perhaps. Is it worth doing that for that particular thing, if it's an impulsive thing? But if you set aside the 10 to 15%, then like I say, that cushion can cover it, because remember, it's only for the season. So if you're going to borrow, even if it's during the season, check whether it's for an event or is it a long-term kind of investment that you're looking for. Is it life-changing or is it just a moment?
Yeah. Is it a necessity or
Yes,
just a want?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you seem to be a very Christmasish person. All right. And so I'm gonna ask you to wear your advisory cap now. What is some advice as it relates to, cheaper or alternative gifts in terms of cost and so forth that would still have the meaning that you want to relate to that person, but it's a little more cost effective?
I really like personalized gifts, and I like to give personalized gifts.
Okay.
So for me, a lot of the times it's not at all an expensive gift. It's about what the other person would value. So you have to walk in their shoes. And if it is that is someone who likes trinkets and so on, then okay, you might have to spend something. But I know that there are some things I do very well in the kitchen.
Really?
And I have folks who appreciate that, and they would look forward to a particular item every Christmas. So again, once you have the time, then you can take a weekend. Again, it's in the planning. What you have to do, you take a weekend and you do your baked goods or your cookies or so. There's also, if you do family gatherings, maybe you can host the Christmas dinner that year. You can offer things like babysitting. If you have nieces or nephews and their parents perhaps would like to do a night out in December, one of those activities or events, there you go. That's a really nice gift for someone, because ordinarily how else would they get to go and have a little chill time? I've done photographs, so it might be of the person, or it might be, again, a family memento, but something that holds sentimental value. So something as, I want to say, as inexpensive, say as a photo frame, but the photo in it makes all the difference, makes a lovely present. So if you're good at craft,
personalized
things. So whatever you have the time for, whatever you might be gifted in, you'd be surprised how many people actually appreciate it.
Right.
So, figure out what it is the people around you appreciate about you, and perhaps use that as a way to lessen that Christmas gift bill.
Okay. And as we wrap now, is there a number one rule that you have in mind for financial peace during the holiday season?
Financial peace. I don't know if there's a number one rule, really, but I think my number one rule will be, if I don't have it, I don't spend it. Right? So again, within your means, figure out what it is that is important, what is necessary. Budget as much as possible. If you can, put 10 to 15% away. I mean, when we go back through all our chats about financial planning, that extra that you put away should have been coming in all along. So it shouldn't even just be for this particular season. It shouldn't just be for November and December. But hopefully you've been doing it all along. But if you've not, then, like I say, if it's not essential,
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could always just make sure that for the people, a great gift for me is just that I get time with the people that I want to spend time with. And this year, I'm really looking forward to what I'm calling 4 days of Christmas because of the time it falls this year.
Yeah.
We have, I think, 4 days back to back of the holidays.
It's the Christmas is the
Thursday, Friday, Thursday.
Friday's. Thursday's Christmas.
Then you have Boxing Day.
Is Friday.
Then you have Saturday and Sunday. So I'm really looking forward to 4 days with family.
Yeah. There's a song, the 12 Days of Christmas, but we're getting 4.
Well, we're doing 12 weeks at Ariza.
And in the event that someone is sort of out of budget, but it's absolutely necessary to do certain things, someone can always take advantage of Cherry.
Of our Cherry Christmas loans from $20,000 up to $100,000. We're bringing you the Christmas magic. Yes? So we're here. We're going to help make sure that everyone has a wonderful Cherry Christmas this year.
And it's not just about, inviting members and prospectives to come and take a loan, but there's also the financial advice.
Absolutely. We won't steer you wrong. So when we come in again, this is something that we've discussed before. Sometimes when we say no, it's not no, it's just not right now. We're making sure that you're in the optimum place to provide you with the best solution for you at this point in time in your life and for where you would like to go.
So no is not no, it's maybe not now, or maybe no, not this amount, maybe this amount.
That's right, exactly. And that's precisely what Cherry Christmas is about. I mean, we've got several other loan products available, but the Cherry Christmas, like I say, you have a range. So we can start at a lower amount, or if there's something, a great big project that you want to do this Christmas, it goes up to $100,000. So come in, we'll have the conversation, we will guide you accordingly, we will sit with you. It won't be, a one size fits all. We tailor our financial solutions to our members, and we're very proud of that. Yes.
Raylan, thank you very much for sharing with us this morning, as always. I know that members of my audience have taken a lot of your tidbits, personalize your gifts to have some budgetary restraint, expenditure restraint, and so forth. It's not about the value, the dollar
monetary value. Yes, it's what when it comes from the heart. I think that goes a long, long way. At least it has for me.
So, in that case, to all my friends and family and so forth who are expecting gifts from me, it's really coming from my heart. You got it.
In a sense, you're not allowed to to use my advice to escape Christmas obligations. Okay.
It's all in the heart. It's what it means.
No? Love makes the world go round.
Of course.
We're spreading the love at
it could also make it go wrong.
Never. Not if it's real.
Really, thanks as always.
Always a pleasure.
Keep on doing the great work at Ariza as always. We look forward to another engagement come next Wednesday. Folks, that has been Ariza's Money Wise program for the morning. We take a break. We come back with more conversation after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Today's edition of Money Wise was made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Suits you best. You can sparkle at $20,000, twinkle at $40,000, glitter at $60,000, shimmer at $80,000, or glow at $100,000. Use your Cherry Christmas loan for gifts, travel, family celebrations, or anything that makes your Christmas magical. Whatever your wish, there is a loan to light up your holidays. Apply today, and together we will make it a cherry Christmas.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Hey, y'all want to play? No time for play. We have choir practice. Choir practice for what? GBN Singing Competition 2025. We will showcase our talent. Oh, okay. Can I come along? Of course. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on down to the competition. Come on down to the competition.
Happening down at the trade center.
It's happening down at the trade center.
Starting time is 1 p.m.
The starting time is 1 p.m.
It's being hosted by GBN.
And it's being hosted by GBN.
Come on down to the competition.
Then come on down to the competition.
Mary's Junior bringing excellence.
Then Mary Junior bringing excellence. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, ring those bells, light the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody sing. Jesus will remember it's your birthday. Come on, come on, come on, ring those bells.
Grenada, get ready! GBN and the Ministry of Education presents Christmas Harmonies 1.0. The inaugural primary school choir singing competition, December 5th, 1 p.m. The Grenada Trade Center. 15 schools, magical voices, and fierce competition. Cheer for your favorites in categories like Overall Champion, Most Creative, Best Solo, and Best Group. Entrance, adults $10, children $5. Don't miss the holiday magic. Christmas Harmonies 1.0. Where Grenada's brightest and youngest voices shine. Be there.
Welcome back. It's 11 minutes away from 8 o'clock. The conversation continues, and no in-house guest at the moment, so we're going to have a brief conversation as always. Always look forward to that, and it's just turned 10 minutes onto the 8 o'clock hour. Now this morning, something happened yesterday that the opposition protested the how should I put it? I want to be very cautious and careful how I put it. The operations at Parliament and in voicing their displeasure to the way it's being run, they've opted not to attend the sitting of the lower house yesterday, and in their notification they are also going to abstain from attending the sitting of the upper house, that's the Senate, when that is due, which I think it's either later this week or next week. I'm not certain of the date, but they've said that they will not attend because of the way the Parliament is being run. or run. That's in their opinion. So, what are your take on that? I mentioned it this morning, and I am of the opinion that yes. Partisan politics is of importance because it gives people the ability to show their the alliance and the passion, But is this a time for I really would not. I would rather see a more unified political atmosphere. Now, in Parliament, there was the Honorable Peter David representing his independence, and to me, that made a whole lot of, it spoke well for Grenada as a people. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you, Doc.
Welcome.
Have a good day. So your subject matter, my concern, and that is where we have in the problem. Yeah? I don't care what some people say or some politician would say about how Parliament behaves. Sometimes they pelt behind one another, they kick one another. I don't care about this. My thing is discipline. Examples for the younger ones. We have an economy to build. We have an economy to grow. We have a people to take care of. We have to represent our people. And when we get into Parliament, the procedure needs to be followed very carefully and honestly as it represents us. Yeah? So this attitude to me should go out the window. We cannot continue to argue and fight with one another from time to time when the economy is not doing that well. Yeah? So I want to sound that cautious note to our leaders. Down the road, it could be dangerous for all of us, the citizens. Yeah? So when you get into Parliament, it's our business. Seriously. Not to play games with one another. Right? Because we are the ones who are going to suffer here. I want to bring something to you briefly, Gordon, that is happening that I don't think we all Grenadian knows, and it has to do with banking. Are you aware that depositors are not getting interest on checking account? And in some banks, you cannot have in your savings account beyond $36,000 at a time when we're trying to develop people and to transform the lives of people. Who are we working for? The interest on savings is 2%. And if you're not getting interest on checking account, and you're getting interest, 2% interest on savings account, and you're not allowed to go beyond $36,000 in a savings account, who are we working for? And don't take my word for it. Confirm that with the ECCB local branch. Okay. It is a serious concern for me.
So in essence, you're saying the maximum you can have on a savings account, but there are different types of savings accounts. Eh? Yes. There's a regular, there's a fixed, there's a termed savings, and so forth.
Yes, I am talking about the regular. Yeah, the regular account is which I think is the biggest account, where the ordinary folks go and save. Yeah, and I think this is wrong. What I was told, and I know it for sure, because it affected me too. We used to be getting interest on checking account, and the interest on savings account was more. We didn't have all this partition in banking at the time when the bank is liquid. Is it a time to have these policies? And these policies have to change, and Grenada have to know. Because when you bring your money into the bank and you put it there, you must know what the money is doing for the bank and what it's doing for you. So I thought of putting this outside there, because to me it is unfair that people are working extremely hard to put money in the bank, and the bank is using their money to make money, because checking account sometimes is very large. Yeah? And then if you're not going to get in an interest on that, that. And the savings, you're going to get 2%. What is the bank doing with the checking account? Are they doing transactional checking account? Yes, they do very large transactions. So they're making a lot of money there. So it is unfair for the people who are doing checking account not to be getting an interest, and then 2% on the saving. I'm throwing that aside there for our depositors of saving monies.
Thank you very much. Have a good one. Thank you very much, caller. It's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and we're accommodating your calls. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome.
Morning to your listeners and your viewers. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, just a little about about the banking system. I'm not going to follow the previous speaker, but this is something we have to understand. The problem we have faced with banking in recent years, including for organizations, will have a lot to do with the U.S. dictation. This makes things extremely difficult and unprofitable. Anyway, my contribution has to do with what happened, yesterday, the failure of the opposition to turn up in Parliament. It wasn't surprising to me. Because it would have been going against their parents. The NNP is the creation of the Republican Party, who is running America now in the kind of disastrous, devilish way. So they could not go in Parliament and seem to be supporting anything that Grenada would do. I said it on the radio program already, a number of times. When the former Prime Minister had to go to Libya with another Caribbean delegation, the late Lou Smith asked him, well, wasn't Washington feel, be uncomfortable or something like that? And he said then, and you could go and check the tape, that he had sought permission and he had given the clearance. So, it's not surprising. People may not like what I'm saying, but people should see it in the context of where the origin of this NNP, which was formed on Union Island, it's not an entity that's helpful to us. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. It's 2 minutes away from 8 o'clock. We can accommodate another call if it comes in quick enough. And let's go straight to the line. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Right. I'm calling with a little off-topic thing here. Now, everybody is aware that the nation's roads has a lot of vehicles at this moment. We have a huge amount of vehicles on the road. And we have some obstructions, people with these small garages that park their vehicles on the side of the road. Case in point is driving up Tempe Road before the Tempe playing field. There have been 2 vehicles parked there. One has been parked there for the past 2 weeks, causing obstructions, P80518 and P7541. I've called the RGPF on this about 3 times. And, nothing is going on mornings. The traffic is backed up because of these 2 vehicles. So I'm calling, I don't know if you can maybe reach out to them and see if they can do something about this situation.
Well, I've already spoken to them about it. As a matter of fact, there was one that stood out to me yesterday in that coming to work on Monday morning, there was a vehicle that maybe it broke down, but it was parked in the middle of the road around a corner. And it stayed there up to yesterday afternoon when I was going up. So I spoke about it yesterday. This morning I noticed that they moved it to the side a bit. But I think the laws are there. They just have to be enforced.
The laws are there, and the police force has a flatbed tow truck which they can use to remove these obstructions in the road. Once the owners are not moving it, a vehicle break down the side of the road, it's obstructing traffic, you impound the vehicle.
Yeah.
The owner has to come and collect their vehicle, they pay a fine for obstructing traffic.
Yeah, I mean, it might sound a bit draconian, but when we look at the network of the roads that we have, the width of the road, and the number of vehicles that we have on the road, we really have to, we have to be mindful of all these things when dealing with parking and so forth, and the inconsiderate behavior of some drivers. Could you imagine? Drivers will park adjacent to each other on our narrow roads, just having a casual conversation as though it's nobody's business, and it really peeves me. This is one of the things that
angers me. You're not alone in that.
This is one of the things that angers me. When, if you want to have a casual conversation or you want to have a talk, you park properly and you have your conversation. But you park adjacent to each other on our narrow roads and you're just having a laughing moment, and vehicles. Let me not talk about it. It's getting me angry. Have a good day, caller.
You too, innocent.
Have a good one. Folks, that's it for the conversation this morning. We've got to go. It's time for us to join the BBC. Thank you very much for your contributions, your participation one way or the other. And if the good Lord spares, we're going to do this again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same frequencies, channels, and platforms. Bye-bye.